Welcome again to another video. It's your boy Eldorado, and in this video, I'm going to talk about life as an engineer for me personally. Eldorado Productions. Outstanding. Life as an engineer for me is pretty much not what you expect it to be, meaning that it's more like a life of being, really enclosed, always inside, and your social life become more like being alone or being mixing with an assistant back and forth talking about people with music. It is fun in some cases, and in some cases it's really terrible. So me talk about the happier part. Now, for me, I like mixing. I like building beats. I like to involve in the production as a mixing engineer and so on and so forth. Now, there are good days and there are bad days. And good days is when you finally submit the mix to the client, the final mix. You track out the MP3, you track out the wave, they track out, everything. TV track, instrumental, and send it off to the client. But one of the most pleasing part about it is when they say they really like the mix that you put on it. Now, life as a mixing engineer, it comes with sacrifices, because you have to commit yourself to it in learning how to mix, learning how to be patient, learn how to take constructive criticism, learn how to really explain things, learn how to deal with angry clients, learn how to balance your music life with your significant other, with family and so forth like that. Somewhere along the way, you have to really make sacrifices, and sacrifices for the better your musical career. Now, I can say, as an example, say having a family, two kids and a significant other, it comes with a lot of responsibility where money is concerned. Depends if you have a dedicated studio open somewhere else or you have a studio open in your yard. You have to really consider bills and all peripherals of things. Now, not all of the money you really get, you go say, all right, I just for the family. There are points where you really have to say, all right, this have to wait until later, but me I go invest the little piece of change for get better equipment and so on and so forth, because equipment is really essential to life as a mixing engineer. But you're not gonna really spend all of the money by purchasing equipment alone. You really have to save some for the business. As a mixing engineer who is running a business, I have to separate myself from the business. We are one in the same, but mentally I have to really separate it. Treating the mixing process as a business, and it is a business, not found on a register, whatever record label, mix under, whatever studio name, mix under, need to register it. Anyways, run it as a business, you have to really separate it. You have to know how to tell, or who know how to say, all right, the business are going to pay me XYZ amount of money per mix or tracking or whatever project you're working on, and the business have to retain its own money. So whenever the time come now, you use the business money and purchase the items for the business. So the business just a run for itself, but in essence, the business have to pay you as a mixing engineer. So that is how I personally try to separate my finances as a mixing engineer. There are other things you can really do. So instead of saying mixing engineer, just talk about musician overall. There are whole peripherals of why me keep on missing that word. There's a whole bunch of things you can do as a mixing engineer for really earn more as a mixing engineer. Not because you're mixing alone, you're limited to doing that alone. You can also do other things. But if it's a case where you're packed up with mix at a particular time of year, I think you should prioritize and make certain judgment call based upon what you are doing. And it's really, really important as a mixing engineer, because you really want a man to call you and say, yo, man, nah deal with me, mix them the right way, and nah do this and him nah do that and rate. You see, you really want to maintain a reputation as a mixing engineer so you can always get work. In essence to that same way, you still want to learn and improve upon whatever you are doing, because it is really important. Because for a lot of us mixing dance or reggae, a lot of the work come through word of mouth. A lot of us, through we think not really register, we not advertise on them look stuff there. And please do, whenever you advertise, get a professional to make your flyers, or get a professional to make one 30-second video. If you need so much, you probably need 15 still. Anyway, by doing that, I know it helps you to really stand out. You know, it's part of the life of a mixing engineer. You have to really stand out as a mixing engineer. You can't say, all right, you mix one man song and I mix one song, you mix a set of people song. In order to make it in the music industry, as a mixing engineer, you have to mix consistently. You have to have a consistent sound, and you have to work with a lot of people. You know, even if you're in a one camp, saying, and say, boy, you work with them people. It must be a case where working with these people are bringing money, but as a mixing engineer, you still want to work with a lot of people. So working with a lot of people, you know, you can help if you stand out, you can help if you get enough money to buy more equipment or better equipment. Because buying budget equipment only, you know, you're gonna have a budget sound. There are some parts in your signal chain where you really need to kind of oomph up, so you can have a very unique sound that is unique to you as a mixing engineer. For me personally, as a mixing engineer, you know, I'm like a neat. I lock in more while. You see, me consistent, me continuously I do something pertaining to music as a musician. And yet still me have my YouTube to take care, even though me don't really upload a lot. And I'm trying to upload a lot, but you know, it is what it is, see me. But life as a mixing engineer, it has its pros and its cons, but it is a good life, you know. And every day, me personally get up and want to record any song. I like mixing. I like, you know, putting my style in my song and make whatever material me make it just unique to every mix, having a consistent sound. So that's more or less the life for me as a mixing engineer. As me say, I lock in more while. I don't go up on the road if I don't have to go up on the road. I don't link up with people if I don't have to link up with people, you know. But linking up with people, it is good because you can network. You can do networking by doing that. So if it's a case where you really want to network, you go to other people's studio, you know, you check in with other producers, you check in with other engineers, you check in with the artists. Never go on like you're more than the artist or the producer or other people. You know, you go always have to work with other people as a mixing engineer. So without further ado, that's just an overview of what life is like for me and what advice I can give you pertaining to that. So until next time I see in another video, it's a boy Eldorado. Peace out.